Alright, so welcome guys. We are at the Ecofiltro factory in Guatemala. So we start the tour in this area because we have all our models that we are working with at this time. But the most important thing is that we have the presence of the inventor of the Ecofiltro, that is Licenciado Fernando Mazariegos. So he invented the technology of the domestic filter that is, it works with clay, sawdust, and colloidal silver. So I will explain you in the tour in the factory and operations how we make the filter. But at the beginning, a little bit of our history is that at the beginning we used to be a social organization. We provided the filters for families for free. It was a help to them. The model that we give them was this like basic model bucket, white bucket. But one of the first communities that was benefited was Santa Cruz del Tuche in the north of Guatemala, that is like 4 hours from here, from Antigua. We benefited like 2,000 families, so we provided 2,000 Ecofiltros in that area. Part of our team went like 3 months after that, the donation, to check if they have like any doubt of this about questions or the filter, if they have any problem on the filter. The surprise was that, guess what?
They wanted more?
No, the opposite actually.
Oh.
They used the bucket as trash can
No.
and the clay filter as a flower pot, or they use it to cook. So was very bad for us as a social organization because they didn't use the filter the objective that was supposed to be, right? So on that visit was Mr. Philip Wilson, that is our CEO. That's the guy on that picture with the blue shirt. He was on that visit. So he said, you know what, we cannot still giving the filter for free. We have to put a price on it. Yeah. This is plastic, this is the colorful model. This is a new model that we started working this year. We have metal, ceramic, and any other the types of models and with different material. But all of the models use the same clay filter inside, so it's the same. We have only 2 sizes, the basic size and the mini size, that is this one. It's the mini model that is the most sold in Europe. Actually, we are working in Europe.
Okay.
We have a distributor in Spain, and they are in charge to distribute to Italy, Germany, Greece, and yeah. We are working at this time with 16 different countries around the world. All right, so we are going to start with the visit around the factory. Process. We use the energy of the sun to dry them, to dry all the sawdust and eliminate the most quantity of humidity that the sawdust contains. When it starts to rain, the operators have to run, pick them up, all of them, and just put it on the machine.
Oh shit.
That machine uses propane gas. All the companies that provide us the main material, the containers, plastic bags or boxes, carton boxes, they are from Guatemala.
Okay, that's good. Local produced.
Local produced. Completely dry, and the size of every grain of the sawdust is an specific size. It's 3 microns. And now this is how we receive the clay. Both materials are bringing from Baja Verapaz, that is in the north, from Guatemala. It's like 5 hours from here. So mixing both materials with a specifically amount of water that makes the physical shape of the filter. This is a raw filter. It's a specifically size, it's 10 liters, and this is a raw filter. That means that has to be passed on the kiln. When the filter passes on the kiln, what happened with the sawdust? The sawdust became into carbon in the middle. What's the natural? By natural, the carbon helps us to eliminate bad taste, bad color, and bad smell in the water.
Because the water tastes pretty nice.
Yeah, it's natural. It tastes like natural, fresh. So the clay helps us to eliminate all of that things.
And
what happened with the clay? The clay create like little pores, micropores on the wall. So that helps us to catch parasites and bacteria that contains in the water. Have you heard about colloidal silver?
No.
In natural medicine, colloidal silver is a natural antibacterial.
Okay.
So that means that 3 materials help us to increase in 100% the purification of the water. That's the function of the 3 materials. So you can try water. Have you tasted water from the filter? See?
See?
All right. How do you say
Prost.
Prost?
Salud.
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 Muy bien.
All right. On that area, you are seeing the operators that they are mixing the both materials, that is clay and sawdust, with the bag. So the bag, where the mix up, they just put it on the machine with the bag that is upstairs. And he is in charge to calculate the amount of water. They cannot put more or less water. This is the consistency we have to use that mixture. See, it's not too wet and it's not too dry. He's in charge of it. He's the responsible one. And as you can see, all the work is making by hand. We only have the machine just with the press, just to make the shape of the color. But they do the personal touches and all of that. By natural in that area, we must put all the filters inside those cameras. Those cameras use propane gas, and that process helps us to eliminate the most quantity of humidity that the filter contains before to put it on the kilns. We have 4 kilns, and the temperature is highest. The temperature on the kiln is from 0 to 700 degrees for 6 hours. It's growing the temperature, and when it comes to the 400 degrees, the sawdust cooked and becomes to carbon and automatically activate. So that whole process, the most important process, happens in the kilns. After 6 hours, our operators let them just the temperature get down by natural. It can take like 8 or 9 hours for it. but when has the 25% of temperature, we put it under the water. I will show you. After the kiln, the oven, we put all the filters inside water. This process we call submersion process, to put it under the water for 9 hours. What we do this process is to, for the pores on the clay, on the walls of the clay, they start to open, the micropores. So that it can take 9 hours or more. Also in this area we have 10 pools, 10 we call pools. In this area also we make the quality assurance process. We start to calculate how many water the filter provide us. What's the filtration? It is 1 to 2 liters for 1 hour. That's the quality assurance process. If the filter provides us more or less water, it's trash. Also in this area we make the color test. That is it means that we put color, water with color on the filter, and if the water came clean, is the percentage of the carbon that is inside of it. So that here is where we make the quality assurance.
You also have a B Corp certification.
B Corp, what's the meaning of the B Corp certification? Is because we are triple impact.
Yes.
Economy, social, and environment. And that's how we work. As you see, one machine and the kiln. But all of the work is made by hand. And all the companies, for example, that provide the boxes, the plastic containers, they also have to be committed environment. Because the plastic that we use is not plastic in 100%. Is food grade plastic that do not contaminate the water.
Super good.
What do you think about the process?
I think it's really unique process. Only using natural products, working with suppliers to be more sustainable. I think it's a really good example.
And
of how it
local
should be.
suppliers.
Local supplier,
Yeah.
Guatemalan.
Really
Except for one material that is colloidal silver, we don't have suppliers that work with that material in Central America, so that's why we are working with Spain. That's the most expensive material.
Yeah.
So that's why we make first the quality assurance process, and after the quality assurance process, we put the colloidal. And I will show you where. Alright, so this is the impregnation part where they put the colloidal silver on all the filters. That's the last step before just packaging. This is the expensive material. This is the colloidal silver.
Looks like coffee.
Would you like to would you like to try the shot? Actually, this works to us to clean our stomach. It's a natural antibacterial.
Yeah.
And what is colloidal silver is just silver in liquid status. That's it. And that'll help us to increase in 100% the purification of water and make drinkable. With the clay and the sawdust and the carbon and everything.
All the processes look really good, but as in every organization you have challenges. Like, what are the main challenges that you face within Ecofiltro?
One of our most challenge that is at this time is that the person that haven't used the filter, they do not are confident. That's why we have this type of tours. You can see all the process because they say, no, that's a regular flower pot. It's not going to help it to drink water. They think that because it looks like a flower pot. But so that's why we have this tour to all the people that can came and see all the process, all the person and hands involved of the process. They can see what the clay works, how the sawdust works and how the colloidal works, so they can come and just see it. That's one of the most challenging because now in Guatemala we are like in 30% of the country in family, so we need to work more too, because our mission is one Ecofiltro and one family in all Guatemala. But it's hard. It's hard.
It's a nice mission and
Yeah,
clear goal.
Big thank you to Melina and the whole organization of Ecofiltro. We were amazed by the natural process and the vision of Ecofiltro. We had a lot of fun and Melina was a great host that even came to the office to meet us while she was on holiday. Now currently in Nicaragua. Let's hope we can visit the new purpose driver real soon.